Welcome to Playbook for Sales and Founders, where unknown heroes share how they entered new markets.
Learn practical advice from those just 2 steps ahead of you. Our next unknown hero is... Hello, dear listeners. Really great to have you here all. And today, me and Dian, we are going to talk about what did we learn as a podcast host from our first unknown hero. And our first unknown hero is a introverted professional footballer who turned into a salesman and into a startup founder. And the reasons I wanted him on the podcast is because he eats his own dog food, first. Second, he has lived through the craziest software licensing story I have ever heard. And third, he's an expert on LinkedIn. His name is Patrick Collins, and he's a founder of Prospect Labs. So he had so much content that we decided to do 2 episodes. And I focused on sales and company building. And Diana, you did an episode on LinkedIn.
Mm.
So maybe start with you. What did you learn and applied from a talk and insights what Patrick shared?
Yeah, I think the amazing part was that before we started recording, we were just chatting and we didn't realize that we were chatting almost over 1 hour. And then we said, oh my God, we have to record. And he said, I have 45 minutes. So let's do it.
Damn. We lost 1 hour of good content.
I know. We talk about everything. LinkedIn related, work related, what I have learned and what I have done. I love the idea, what he said about Prospect Lab to create something exclusive. He's not selling everybody Prospect Lab. They have really hard onboarding process just because to make it really hard to get there. What we did in Freelancer, we changed our approach in onboarding. So we made a landing page, exclusive network, not just a network of something, but it's exclusive. And so all the onboarding process is kind of the same, that you have to kind of apply to get in. It's not just that you make account and that's it, but you have to apply and we will review the page and everything. All the messages is everything about exclusive. So I think this is one of my favorite part, and it really worked. And all the website looks so much amazing, something really cool to be in. And that was the one thing that I changed. I think the one thing that I really loved was the story when he went to the US. And it was really inspirational. I saw that he's a person who is kind of grounded by his values. He knows what he's worth and he has his own way of doing. The episode, what he did with you, it's really inspirational.
Also true for me that before coming to record this episode today, I listened also through the interview with Patrick, and I remembered stuff which I had forgotten, and I looked at it from a new angle. And I'm a big believer in eating your own dog food, meaning that whatever you preach, you practice it. And so Patrick is super example of doing that, and it was really encouraging that yes, keep doing it, Kalev. That whatever you preach, try to practice it yourself. In his case, why it's so exciting for all the software builders out there, he was coaching startups on how to use LinkedIn to get from 0 to 10K MRR. And he decided that, hey, why I'm just preaching about the practices, that I should be doing it. So that's why he launched Prospect Labs, and he actually did it in about 3 or 4 months. He reached from 0 to 10K MRR. So that's in this episode, he describes how it was possible, what he actually did. I guess there are many people who are talking about importance of community nowadays. The next thing that we had Facebook, we had LinkedIn, social groups, online stuff, and now the next thing how to sell is through communities. I think that Patrick has shown how to actually kind of do it, so that you build on LinkedIn your personal and your company community big enough that you can launch new campaigns and stuff easily. That's what I liked about his story about how he started Prospect Labs. He did it as a true lean startup founder should do. He didn't write a single line of code starting a software company. So how do you do it? You license existing software which is white label, and you fine tune it and you brand it according to your style, and you put the service behind it and you put the support behind it, which was also a good point that if you are not building a unicorn, then building like a 10K MRR company, your advantage could be support. Easy. For a like small business, it's absolutely enough. And this is part also of a culture and a community and like what you can get if you are in this community. And the software company who developed the white label, they wanted to buy back from Patrick software they had written. So this is a crazy story, and you have to listen to a full episode to get the details of how the hell did that happen. It's like I go to a neighbor, I borrow a hammer, and then the neighbor comes, please sell me the hammer back. Not just give me back, but please sell me back the hammer. So this is a true example that he actually built a strong brand and community that you had people following him. It was easy to sell it. And the most surprising for me, I guess, and most practical was as an introvert, he gave an example that he has to give speeches to hundreds of people on stage. And as an introvert, how you do it is you focus on one person. You make it a speech to hundreds into a speech of one, target of one. And this is how Patrick approaches life and work. That like ultimate focus. And if he has something to do 3 times, he tries to find a way how to automate it. So that was something I'm playing around with AI tools right now. I'm thinking like ChatGPT is about $20 per month. How to make it into a secretary. I always wanted to have a secretary. I worked in situations where I had a secretary type of person, and it was awesome. That I could do like 2 times more than I'm capable of doing alone. And so, but I can't hire, it's too expensive. So how to turn ChatGPT into a personal secretary. This is like my 2025 year goal. And also it goes also to learning. That was like an insight that I didn't expect. When he wants to automate something in business processes, he looks up what are the best softwares out there for doing it. And then he picks one. And then he deep dives. He spends 2 days up to a week going into this software and learning it to details that he calls to the support. Hey, guys, fast, explain to me this. It's like too slow to learn it on my own. He reads all the reviews, all the materials he can get hands on. And after like a week, he can already increase his productivity. That's how he does it. So that was very inspirational. Time boxing of learning. What are my learning goals for a quarter? And how do I book time in my calendar that this learning actually happens? These were cool stuff for me from Patrick's 2 episodes.
One of the things that is really important to listen to the episode what we did together with Patrick, because he's saying how to get sales leads. And he has a practice behind it. It's not just a story, but this is actually how it works. Because one of the questions was, are webinars dead? And then he was sharing some of the hacks how to build your sales leads from LinkedIn. And one of the interesting part was we were discussing about posting in LinkedIn. So if you post in LinkedIn, as you see that some of them are really personal posts, some of them work related. So what works for what's not, then he was talking about research in this podcast episode. So definitely it gives you this kind of, you can post everything, but not everything is working. So he has a really good research that he is sharing.
Thank you for touching this. For me, this quote, generic content gets generic results. Mm-hmm. This is like awesome summary of what's happening with AI in LinkedIn and what you can use the AI for and what you can't. So that part was also very practical, that what you can do and what type of content actually seems to work, and goes very well along with recent change in LinkedIn algorithms that now they rate higher content where people engage with it longer. So actually longer posts which are engaging will have more weight compared to the high click rate posts where people just put the like without reading it. So I think this change in LinkedIn algorithm is a game changer, because you just can't publish any more random AI crap which people like to click on but not to read.
I think the new thing is video trends, and Patrick also is making really quality videos, and we were discussing why he started to post videos, what's the meaning behind it, and what works for what's not. And he thinks that founders who are always wearing the sweaters doesn't work anymore. You should like grow up like from it. And it was really funny because if you look in startup world, everybody is having their own sweater with their own logos, but he is always having a suit on or like it looks good. And I remember I had the conversation with you. Like I can't remember you in a sweater, and you always have like well-polished look. So he has the same thing. And it was really interesting to hear the person who is in startup world don't think that actually works. And it was very controversial regarding what's going on in startup. What I like about him a lot, that all the conversation that we had was really open. The stories that he told, really open.
He didn't hold back anything. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I think the episodes are amazing to hear.
Absolutely. And it's also picking up that focus, openness, vulnerability, and testing out stuff. What works, what doesn't work, courage to swim against the tide. He does things differently, gets better results because we need to try out things which others are not. Lots of lessons learned on personal level, personal growth, company growth, sales, using LinkedIn in modern AI world, all good stuff. So sign up to our playbook for sales and founders LinkedIn to get the link to the episodes when they are published on Spotify and YouTube and Apple podcast. Looking forward to seeing you here again pretty soon.
Yeah, and Slack channel. Community.
I comment in LinkedIn or send a DM direct message to us, and we'll add you to free Slack community where we share the insights, resources, and networks of people in sales and founding and building startups. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining the show. I am Kalev.
I'm Diana.
Until next time.